Hello and welcome back. Today I am going to be showing you how I made some miniature antique doorknobs for my Beacon Hill dollhouse. Realizing I didn't have any when I was getting ready, here's what I made. And I'm showing them to you, and I apologize that you can't see them better. This camera does not like to zoom. So I don't know what I'm going to do about it, but we'll get it all figured out. I am not good at voiceovers. It has an external mic. I forgot to turn it on. So bear with me and we will try to get through this together. I think that honestly they turned out really cute, and I didn't know what else I was going to do. So what I am using is, I've got just a regular head pin used for jewelry. I got it at Walmart. It was super cheap. I also have these two little bead caps that I got. I got them in a bag on Temu, and these were filigreed and slightly rounded, and I thought they'd be really cute to use for little antique doorknobs. So as I said, you can get those at Walmart. I'm also using just a straight sewing pin. So I'm not sure what I'm doing here because, oh yeah, I am. I'm cutting a piece of poster board because I'm going to use that for the little plate that goes under the doorknob. And I am cutting mine 3/16 by just a little over a half an inch because that's what will work for the doors I'm using. You may have to measure, depending on what kind of door you're using and the size of it and stuff, to determine what size your little plates would be. And it would be really cool if I had some thin metal to use. You could also use layers of cardstock. You could use lightweight cardboard. You could use whatever you have, lightweight wood, any of it will work to do these. So yeah, just use your imagination. This is, your dollhouse. Whatever you want, that's how it can be. Oh yeah, I was also using a toothpick and super glue. So now I'm just taking some tacky glue and I'm just going to put it on one of the little pieces of poster board that I'm using for my plate, and I'm going to glue the other piece to it. I feel for me that's about the right thickness to use, and so I'm going to do that right now, and I'm just going to push it together, make sure everything is lining up good. I'm going to really push on it to make it hold. And it's the one thing I like about tacky glue, it holds paper stuff really well. So I'm just doing that, and once I've kind of got it all lined up there, like so, then I'm just gonna take it and put it aside so that it can dry some before I decide to use it. So now I'm just gonna take my super glue, and this is just super glue gel from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to start putting the gel all around the head of the pin. Then I take one of the bead caps, and with the filigree side toward the head of the pin, I'm going to slip it on there. And I'm going to put it all the way down so that it's resting on the head of the pin in the super glue. And then I'm just going to fiddle with it and make sure that I get it so it's sitting straight. I don't want wonky door handles off to an angle. So that's what I'm doing right now. And you might want to let yours dry in between doing this, but I'm just doing this for the sake of the video. So now what I'm doing is I'm putting super glue around the pin and kind of down into the rounded area, the back side of the bead cap. And then I'm going to take the other bead cap and I'm going to stick it on with the filigree side up so that both of my hollow back sides of my bead caps are together. And I'm just pushing that down on the head pin, and I'm just making sure that that also is nice and straight, and that's how it looks. It makes a nice little rounded doorknob. And so then, yeah, I'm just making sure I'm getting it nice and even on there, or straight, I guess you'd call it. And I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm saying here either. I gotta remember to turn that mic on. It's just all so new to me and so different. My Panasonic, I knew exactly what to do with. This one, no. So, yeah, so I want that to set good. I want to have plenty of time for the super glue to take so that my knob doesn't fall apart when I'm putting it onto the little back plate. And you could do these out of, you could use clay, you could use other beads. Little faceted clear beads would be great for the little cut glass doorknobs they used to have. So now I'm going to take the little plate that I made, and I'm taking the straight pin, and I'm going to put a hole through my plate. I don't want it so that the handle is up level with the top of my plate, because that's not how they are normally in real life. So I'm just trying to find the center of where this is and about where I want my handle to sit. And I'm just going to line it up, and I'm poking it down into the piece of poster board, and I dropped it. And so now I'm just pushing it through, and it takes a little bit of force to do that. And your poster board will bend a little bit, but it'll straighten back out. So then I just pull that out and I'm done with it. And now I'm going to take my little doorknob and the pin, and I'm going to push it through the hole in the poster board. And I'm going to get it to the length away from the plate that I want the knob to sit. They don't sit right up on the plate. So I'm going anywhere from, I think, like a 32nd to a 16th of an inch. And I know that doesn't seem very big, but in miniature, it's pretty good sized. So now I'm just going to take my super glue, and I'm going on the back side of the little plate and putting the super glue around the pin so that the pin sticks to the little plate I made. And I'm just taking something and wiping the excess super glue off, because I don't want to bump back there when I go to put my doorknob in. So I'm back. The battery of my camera died right in the middle of filming, which is just wonderful. So I am ready to start applying the model paint. I was almost done with this video. Oh, something's telling me I wasn't supposed to make this video, but I was really excited when the first one I did worked out, and I put them in the Beacon Hill, and they honestly look really cute. So I was pretty excited, and then, yeah. Then it got to this point where I'm doing the 6th video now. Yeah. Then it got really tedious, and then I was almost done with this, and I was really happy about it. And then the battery was low on power, and the camera shut off. Also, if you'll notice, the first part of this video is a voiceover because it has an external mic, and I keep forgetting to turn the stupid thing on. So yeah, me and this camera, we're just not compatible. Not at all. I would wish my old one could be resurrected somehow. I knew that camera back and forth, and I knew exactly what was going on with it and what to do about it. That was the better part. I knew what to do. And I mean, yes, there's an instruction book. It's kind of like, your owner's manual in your car. You never read it. But I did. I did look at it, and yeah, it's just, I don't know. I can't figure it out. Anyway, I've just painted a little doorknob now. And it's really, really cute. So I'm just going to make sure I get these edges really good because they're going to show. I don't want any of the white from the poster board showing through because it's not going to look very good when you put it in your house. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry for a little bit. And, you know, you can make these out of whatever. You could do clay and make your own. You could, any type of beads would be great to use. I mean, there's the old, they made some that were cut glass. And I think the little faceted clear beads would make nice ones of those. You know, I've seen marble look ones. I've seen plain ceramic ones in different colors. Just, you know, whatever your imagination can come up with, you know, is there's no right, no wrong. It's miniature, it's yours. You can do it however you want. Just throwing out a few suggestions there. It would be, I have a door in my kitchen that's old and it's got an oval door handle, which I think is really cool looking. None of my door handles are the same. And it would be fun to do one of those if you could find like a bead where it was poked through the middle of the bead and not end to end. Because then you could do a doorknob like that. I think that would be so cute. Because I love that doorknob. Anyway, please let your project dry good in between whatever you do. I am, because I'm getting very tired of doing this video, going to go ahead and add the last little touch to this. And I'm going to see if I can get this one right because every other one I have messed up on. So they all have to be touched up. I'm going to try it on this one and I'm going to hope I get it right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to dip the end of a toothpick into some black acrylic paint. And I'm going to make little ways from the doorknob. I'm going to make a very tiny little circle. And then, here's the part I always goof up. I'm going to try to make just a tiny little line straight down from the circle to imitate a keyhole, which I don't know if you can see, and I did not do a good job again. I don't think that's my thing. I really don't. But yeah. Yeah, that one got a little long, a little wonky. I'll fix it. I'll fix them all before I put them in. I don't think they're going to show that much. It's just going to give the illusion of having a keyhole in your little plate. So that is it for this project. I'm hoping for a good recording this time where you could actually see something, although without it zoomed in, I don't know how good that's going to be. I do apologize. If I had it to do all over again, I would have spent a little more money. I would not listen to the people on YouTube, and I would have got a much better camera. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye-bye.